Welcome to all our viewers for this 5th and 6th playoff game between Eastern Gauteng and KZN Coastals. I'm joined in commentary by Bavu Mile. How's it going, Bavu?
It's going good, Tim. It's nice to be back to support the boys and just give comms. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game of hockey.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't be out on the pitch there. Did yourself a little bit of a mischief in one of the games?
Yeah, tripped on a flat surface and tore an Achilles, but such is life.
You know, the snipers will get you out here. There's always one somewhere.
Yeah, a couple of the boys have experienced already. Young Tide and Zimande there on one of the games also got sniped from nowhere.
Yeah, I watched that. He was backtracking and then all of a sudden the sniper got him out of nowhere.
Chris Carl somewhere in the stand.
So we got an interesting fact for everyone out there. Keegan Bilson, Dollar, is playing his 50th cap for Eastern Gauteng today.
The skipper himself, my captain.
The skipper himself, 50th cap for the province. He's got a few more for CDs because he's made that SACD side. They went to IPT. But playing 50 caps for your province, that's quite an achievement.
An amazing achievement. And I think Doug Bilson commented yesterday that it was 13 CDs in, so that's amazing.
Yeah, so him and Chevy are sitting on the same amount of CDs tournaments. It's quite impressive to see. You can see the boys being told now in the huddle there. Get a little bit of applause going for the boys.
Yeah, hopefully it motivates them and then they put in a good shift. You want to at least make sure your 50th is a win.
Yeah, for sure. And I think both these sides are going out there with something to prove. They're both trying to finish as high as possible, but they both want to finish off as high as possible as well.
Exactly. And it's going to be a good game. I was just speaking to the boys on our walk up here, and this is the last game. You might as well just give it all.
Yeah,
leave nothing in the tank.
Yeah, you empty that tank completely, leave it out. Legs are fatigued, bodies are exhausted.
And, you can just have a nice loiter afterwards, fine session, and then final dinner and really enjoy the evening.
Yeah, for sure. I think we were talking about it earlier when I was on commentary with Mash and Keeks from Mpumalanga about how that loiter builds such camaraderie within the CDs, and that's why guys say this is the best tournament to come to. There's good level of hockey, but there's still that camaraderie side of it.
Exactly. Things can get a bit, tough on the park, but once you have that loiter, everyone's friends, everyone's having a good time. So it's nice. That's what makes CDs so unique compared to IPTs and other school tournaments and other versions of hockey essentially in the country. But yeah. Anyway, the boys they're on the ball and they're searching for that first goal. Tired on the ball here in his natural left back position.
I see that hamstring's very heavily taped again today. Did he cause himself a mischief as well?
Yeah, he's been running hard. He's been putting his body on the line for the boys. We call him tired, but he's never running like a person who's tired. So, which is nice to see. Good connections there with the boys.
Yeah, 100%. I think Tane playing in his first CDs tournament here has proven himself. A young 19-year-old showing that he's got what it takes to play at this level.
He's been a real asset. To the team. Very proud of him. And considering it's his first tournament, hopefully it'll be first of many.
Yeah, 100%. You start at such a young age. There's definitely lots of opportunities to play a lot more tournaments. Good tackle there by Mac. Unfortunately off the foot. Turnover ball once again. Boys stepping up that.
It's like a real boxing match. The two sides are still feeling each other out, trying to see what the others are going to be doing. But yeah, finding himself in acres of space there. Peter Roos on top of the D.
Good little ball through.
Unfortunately, it seems came off a foot.
Yeah, foot on the inside, but there was a foot first outside. Kaunari steps up onto that ball, waiting to see what can be made from this. Runs it one way. Oh, dispossessed really, really well by the Coastals player. Now they're on the counter attack. They've been deadly on that counter all week.
They've got some quick strikers, so I think that's something we're going to have to watch out for. It's nice to have an umpire on commentary as well. At least now, any questionable calls, I can just look to you, the co-ump, and give some feedback to the fans on what they're seeing or missing.
Yeah, you see, we've got to give the calls as we see it and back our umpires up as well. We were also talking about that earlier, about how umpires get a lot of flack, but we come back tournament after tournament because we still love what we're doing.
You gotta have a real love of the game and to be an umpire because you take so much stick from the players, myself included. I give the umpires stick, and you know that. But yeah, it's never anything personal. We all just want to be the best of what we are, player, umpire. Just give our best on the turf.
Yeah, and we're talking about it. Yeah, you might not agree with the call on the field, but you go beyond that white line, and we're all still mates off the field. Have a loiter
100%.
together and enjoy the time.
100%.
Got a little comment in the chat for you here, Bavu. A young Paki saying, "Hello, Bavu. Can we get a shout out today?"
Shout out Saravesh. It's nice that you're watching the game, supporting the boys. Yeah, it's good. It's good to hear from you and to know that the boys back home are watching, supporting every game, every tackle made. They're there.
Yeah,
Just don't let your
100%.
boss know that you're busy watching hockey instead of working.
No, he's working. He's got 2 screens up. There's no worries about that. And we've got Stu Teely joining us, saying morning. Where are you joining us from? That we're still morning your side.
Uncle Stu, watching Tristan, of course, big supporter of the boy.
Sorry,
It's
I
nice to
got,
have him. It's nice to have him watching
got
the
your
games.
name wrong there, Uncle Stu. Should be Stu Ely, not Teely. My apologies. And then Carl Pretorius, Lightning McQueen. How's the injury doing?
It's coming along. I mean, the foot's numb, so not much I can do. Just support the boys right now and make sure that they're all heads up and ready for this last game.
Yeah, so very, very cool having uh, 2 Eastern's boys in commentary today. Obviously, no bias whatsoever from
Oh,
the
no.
two of
We'll
us.
definitely be neutral. Wink, wink.
We call the game as it happens. So we can see Easton's on the attack once again. Great turnover by Ty Cameron at the back through to Nori. Oh, off the foot. No, off the stick there. Long corner to Easton's.
Seems like KZN's a bit on the back foot here. It's been a bit of one-way traffic, and apart from that counter,
Yeah.
seems another coach here. A little.
No, it has been, and I think that's sort of what they've been doing all tournament is. And there we go, Keegan Bilson into the attacking area, a bit of a dangerous lift, so hit out. They've taken that pressure and just held on to it, and then would launch that massive counter attack with the pace that they have up front.
Yeah, true.
Oh, shout out to our bus driver there, Jeff, standing supporting the boys. What a man! Got us here safely. Going to get us home safely tomorrow as well.
Definitely. Great interception there by Tide at the top of the circle, making sure that none of the coastal strikers gets a sniff of it. Strubles, by the way, if you didn't know, Tim has had his shoulder dislocated twice in the past 2 games, and for a young lad, 19 years old, he's still on the park choosing to play. So it's been amazing from him, and I know he's in a lot of pain, but he definitely said, "I'm playing one way or another."
Yeah, there's a lot of fight in the man, and I mean, he's relocated himself both times.
Yeah, true. In the past 2 games, both one on the same shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, more comments coming in. Shayna Cockett calling me by my other name there, Tank. Shane is actually heading down to ladies CDs next week.
Good luck to her. I know she'll do us proud. We'll definitely be watching the ladies where we can, supporting them all the way.
Yeah, they've supported the boys throughout. We've had lots of comments coming in from them, so same thing will be done by the boys throughout their tournament.
It's much appreciated. Easterns, we're a small province hockey-wise, and we always try to stick together, support the ladies, support the men, and that's how we keep the community growing and keep it tight.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing for me at the moment is that I'm back playing against all of you boys now. So playing against you, being on tour for 2 years with you before this, it changes what you see and how you looked at. Because obviously before I was just an umpire. Now the boys have played against me and seen that it's not just an umpire on the field anymore.
The umpire has skills. The umpire has skills, ladies and gentlemen.
So Carl's actually asking you here, how do you think you guys have played during the tournament compared to the warm-up games?
I think the warm-up games were phenomenal in terms of getting us prepped. We played against the under-18s, under-16s Easterns, as well as the under-16s for Southern Gauteng. And those kids they're quite hard, they're quite quick. So in terms of fitness-wise, technical abilities, they've really pushed us to the paces. And I think it was great preparation for CDs.
Yeah, 100%. There's the counter-attack after a great save by Jacob and goals. Oh, Nori tried to throw the overhead there.
Well intercepted by Coastals there.
Yeah, but
Still in our possession.
the steeplechase man himself, Daniel Kutata, on the ball, picks it up, shows that pace that he's got. Jono's got those years of experience.
Yeah, the honourable Medisha there, giving some turns there in the middle of the park, distributing well, connecting with his co-midfielder there.
And we see that that's so nice to see Brett, the captain of Coastals, takes Kutata out, but still goes and goes, I'm sorry, and then gives him a little pat on the back just to make sure that he's okay.
Another breakaway for Coastals here.
Yeah, those big aerial balls have been working really, really well for them.
And they've just won a shorty.
Yeah, so first shorty of the game. It's taken about 7 minutes to get the shorty.
Yeah, I think the boys are really going to have to watch out for those overheads, the quick pacey strikers up front. Might have to get man tight or at least give them the space and make sure that you're already in the right position. But let's see what they can come up with on the shorty here.
Yeah, so two boys up from the back who can both throw the drag flick. Number 18, Brett. Number 13, Grant, can both throw the drag flick. So it looks like setting up two castles. Cody Foster, who interestingly enough has some caps for Eastern Gauteng as well, is playing for Coastals, is set up in that second castle role.
Yeah, as a former Easterns boy.
There's the injection to first castle, drag flick and goal. Really, really well finished by Grant there. Great quick man out in front with young Tristan Ely. But let's have a look at that replay. So you see the injection comes there. Nice quick ball. Clean stop by Brett at the top. And Grant with that low drag flick to the keeper's right-hand side. Always a tough save on the stick side.
Definitely. It's gonna. You hope that your first runner, cuts the goal box in half there, so it makes it easy for the keeper. But some drag flickers these days, they have some deception on their flick. So you think it's going one way, and it just slips it at the last minute and just wrong foots you. Good flick. Must give props where props are due. And now it's time for Easterns to see if they can get one back.
Yeah, 100%. Easterns have gone down in a few of their games, but that fight never leaves them.
They've got BMT. They've got that big match temperament. They know how to come back when the chips are all on the table. And like I said, last game, they know what needs to be done here. Great tracking back by Strubles there. Considering he's a forward, finding himself in the D, making tackles, that's good. That's good tracking. Good retention by Paul Daniel Chapeli. Connecting with Jono.
Yeah, we've got Ryan Ashton who's joined, saying go boys from the east, next year coming back stronger.
Definitely. Nice to have you, Ashes. Nice to know you're supporting.
And Pucky calling me out with my song that the team all affectionately know me by. Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner. Ooh.
Oh,
Seems there's been a deflection onto the face here.
a little bit of friendly fire there.
That's a bit unfortunate. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, but once again, shout out to the medics. They've done some great work this tournament, been there very, very quickly.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I've had first-hand experience. They're very friendly, very gentle,
Very knowledgeable.
Exactly.
Very, very knowledgeable. So they've been able to do that. It's very nice to have so many of you in the chat already. Please keep engaging with us. We love having a bit of banter with you in the chat.
We are for the people. We are for the people back home, and we'll make sure you guys stay connected, stay involved, and keep you up to date with what's happening on the pitch.
As we see, medics just arrived and ready to help Grant out there. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, just a minor knock.
It's good that he's at least walking on his own there, so yeah, hopefully nothing too serious.
Players just finding out where the hit should be. Long corner. Keegan Bilson on his 50th Easterns cap. Gets the ball going again. Drops it back to Tristan. Rolls it across. Great 45 ball picked up by none other than Tyden Zimande. Ball played in by Tane Chard and played out again. Ty Cameron. Can you believe that man only picked up hockey at 21 years old?
He's been phenomenal, When I figured that out the other day, I was flabbergasted considering I'd been playing for so long. And he just picked up at 21 years old, and he took it like a duck to water.
Oh, 100%. And those interceptions have proven so vital throughout the tournament this year.
Definitely, the cricket skills coming out.
100%. And Coastals have the ball now. drop it back, looking for the big switch around, trying to move players, make some space. Big Peter Russ making the hard yards there. I think he's one of those players who will leave it all on the field.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, great interception there on the press. Make sure he's working hard, covering those lines and forcing the outball.
Yeah, so Coastal's played back once again. Often viewers will see it, those who may not play the sport go, but why are they going backwards? And as a coach once told me, it's very much like football. Sometimes you've got to go backwards to go forwards, and
True.
we see that now. 15 making the breakaway down the line, plays it onto the foot with great composure, gets the setup again. Man's calling it for it in the pocket, throws a big overhead, and it's well defended. Back in, there's a shot, and just wide.
Bit of confusion amongst the defenders on whose man that was. I mean, that overhead seemed to have, just thrown him astray. But as an umpire, you have to give the receiving player 5 meters if he's already in the space.
Yeah, and we've seen some fantastic goals this tournament from that players being in the circle, ball thrown into them, and just one timing the ball into the box.
Exactly,
So
we saw that in the previous game.
yeah, it shows you the skill that the players have, and that they have the knowledge and ability to make sure they stay outside that five, but are still able to finish clinically.
Definitely. Dollar bills there, just connecting with the defenders. Great manipulation of the press. Now we've built some yards.
Yeah, so I've got my wife who's joined the chat. Hello, Beth. So Easterns are playing for fifth and sixth here, and Mish Rus shouting for Peter. I don't think he can hear us from the com box, so we won't shout for him, but he will see it afterwards.
There was an attempt there to play Peter Russ into the box, but unfortunately it came a bit bobbly. So yeah, it'll be a 16 out for Coastals, and a chance for Easterns to set the press and try to put them under pressure.
How's the pitch been playing? Obviously, I know what it's like as an umpire running on it, but haven't had any time with stick on ball. How's the pitch?
Yeah, the pitch has been. It's a phenomenal pitch. It's very quick and very slick. So I think the players really appreciate that. There's no need to force a hard pass, but you just need to wait them. And there are patches where it does seem a bit bobbly, a bit spongy, but you adapt to these things quickly, and that's why we have the training sessions before the tournament starts, just so that everyone has a fair advantage to feel the pitch out, get an understanding of it, and then fine tune the skills to make sure that you can adapt quickly.
Yeah, 100%. Here's Easterns from within their own half looking to launch their own counter attack here.
Dito playing it back to Ty Cameron, across to Tristan Ely.
Yeah, so
Great composure at the back.
very, very good composure. There's the end of the first chucker.
Managing the time well.
Yeah, ends 1-0 to Coastals. So welcome back. Players are just coming back from their huddle. Thanks, Shifty, for the comment there. Bavu and I are enjoying our commentary job out here. It's great to see so many of you back in the East watching the games.
Easton's boys looking for the equalizer going forward.
Yeah, so we're just talking at the break. Comment from the ladies CD's coach to Bavu. It might be a career change for myself, or is it for you?
For me, you're saying that, well, if you can't stay on the turf, maybe commentary is your calling.
Yeah, maybe. Then we can change it to super sport, huh?
Let's not put it out there just yet.
Ah, there's still lots in your legs to go.
Definitely, definitely. I'll be back soon.
There's that long ball thrown again. You can see there's in these games today, everyone's willing to just empty the tank. There's not many of those long balls just being thrown anymore, making sure it goes hand. Here's Coastal's coming into the
Great
circle of
defending.
Eastern's. Great counter cover by Tar Cameron there.
Yeah, great jab there, last man defending, making sure that ball does not come across the goal box for a tap in. Umpires just want to take it in the right place. Don't want to get an unfair advantage, hate him.
That is what we try and avoid. Let the boys play, but don't want to give the unfair advantage and disadvantage any team.
True, true.
Easterns have a very wide setup at the back. They're playing three at the back, but players are still very, very wide.
Yeah.
Stretch that field as much as possible.
Hoping to stretch the press, get the strikers out of position. You know, it's hard as a striker to cover those great distances when the back three are quite widespread. So they have to choose now. Do they leave two up front and drop one deeper, or do they stay with three and then just shuffle across? So that always means there's going to be a man advantage somewhere.
Yeah, and Coastals have had this almost hybrid press going this week. There's no full press, no three-quarter. They've just stepped off of that three-quarter press. It seems to have worked for them.
Yeah, you got to do what works, and sometimes maybe just bamboozling the opposition by switching up the press every now and then will definitely gain you some yards, making it easy to penetrate them.
Yeah, you can see the Eastern boys have set up that half-court press with one man just shifting backwards and forwards. Great pickup once again by Ty Cameron. Plays the ball inside to Jono. Jono rolls it out wide to Strubles with the touch and onto
Great
the foot.
foot worn by Strubles there.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes Kyle Cameron just mentions that you don't have to always go forward. If you're in a position where there's no support, just grab a foot, step the platform up, and we go again with that build-up play, which Easton's is well known for.
Yeah. So you can just hear the player there shouting, "Am I 5?" Making sure he's not within that 5, not going to get penalised for anything. Ball's played back once again. Great
Into
crash
the
ball
D.
into the D. And
Unlucky with the 16.
lifted. Unlucky pickup there. Great effort by Struble.
Yeah. Tane Chard and Kyle Nari, they are definitely connecting well, making progressing the ball forward, and I think that's a lovely combination that we've seen in our midfield at this point. Tane has slotted himself well in there, and you know he's making some good connections with the boys.
Yeah, once again, there's that long ball from Coastals. Just trying to get that counter attack working. In the words of my wife, ball's been played back to LT. And now just keep shifting that ball. Make those forwards move. Build that patience, build the game, that build up play, just to make sure that you create the spaces. There's the
Great
go
build up.
forward.
And now there we are in the right to go forward. Great hands by Jared Apple. Jared is one of the most skillful strikers I think I've had the pleasure to play with. Nicknamed the Weekend for his resemblance there to the Weekend. The curly hair, the looks, the taste in music.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Nicknames are always interesting where they come from and how you get them.
Yeah. Sometimes you just come into a hockey team and they just stick with you.
Oh, for sure.
Great composure by Jared Apple. I mean, he's come back and he's slotted into left back there, making an interception, winning the foot, and we gain possession again.
Oh, once again, moving that ball side to side at the back. Just showing the patience, making the players move, making sure they have an opportunity to play it out.
Yeah, definitely. Got to manipulate the press.
Yeah.
There's that bobble again.
Little bounce pass back by Coastals, dropping it all the way back to the halfway line.
Ooh, just past the left foot there.
Beats the man, good ball back in. just a bit of a mistrap there and out. So I got to be careful what I say. Jackie wasn't too impressed when I said that he may have been the shouty goalkeeper.
Comms from your keeper is much needed. I mean, they get to see the whole pitch. They see everything. They see every run in behind. You got to listen to them. Unfortunately, they don't like when you don't listen to them. So double turnover in the middle of the park. That's unfortunate. We can see he was looking for Paul Daniel Chapeli there.
Oh, there's the lead out by Brett once again. Rolls at 45.
Great interception by Dollar Bills. Great retention, and then he recycles. We start the build up again.
Yeah, so that build-up play is vital, and you can see how it's been working for the boys this week. Yeah, not the result they really wanted, but definitely shows the growth within the side.
Exactly, yeah. We like to build. We don't like crash balls over heads. We rarely use those. We want to make sure that we create team goals, from one player to the next, manipulate the players, manipulate the press, and work that ball up until it gets to the D, and then we can have our shot or in a shorty and make an outcome.
Yeah, for sure, and you can see both teams, as you said earlier, a bit of a boxing match, tit for tat there. One goes, the other comes back, and just forcing that error there on the sideline from Tito.
Another man was Keegan. Jordan, you free.
Yeah, cue the Slothville 100%. That Western Province Mpumalanga game happened yesterday. So Western Province are playing Northern Blues for the third, fourth position. One of those teams will walk away with the dirty gold at the end of this. So that will be a fantastic game to watch. And that Western Province side has come a long way in the last 2 years.
Definitely. I think last year was their first return to CDs after a bit of a hiatus, and they brought in some new recruits, and they've been playing very well. I'm quite impressed by them. Some very talented players in that side.
Yeah, very, very talented players in that side as we see Coastals get the ball back here, looking for a play, drops it back once again.
Great reverse pressure there by Paul Daniel. It's important that the strikers don't only attack, but also know how to track back, defend, win the ball, and he's exemplified that.
Yeah, so you can see that pressure had built and caused the ball to go out on the sideline there. Now Easton's on the front foot, plays the ball across. Great deflection by the Coastals player. Gets it up on the sideline now. Tries to beat a man. There's Josh Brains on the ball. Rolls it on the 45. Great pickup by the captain of Coastals there. Turns out, make sure that he's got the space to work with.
Just win a mini game in the corner there. Hopefully win the foot, relieve some pressure for the defenders. But yeah,
I played it quickly from deep. Can bring it up to the 16, but chose to play from deep and roll from there.
true.
It's a great counter attack once again.
Dollar Bills
Rolled on the
releasing
45.
Unfortunate about the touch there.
Now they're on the counter, running up their sideline. Rolls the ball.
And we know Coastals has the pace.
Yeah,
Very
lots
deadly.
of pace.
Very deadly on the counter. Hopefully, Coach Kyle Cameron has been able to just make them aware of that there needs to be comms from the keeper, there needs to be comms from the defenders about who's running in behind.
Oh, his comment just come through saying that two of the best commentators doing a great job from Tiffany Williams.
Oh, Tiffany, thanks, babe. I'm glad that you're watching and supporting the boys.
And then Stafford Bilson says, awesome to see 5 Veritas College boys in the Easterns team.
We call it the VC connection. It's nice to play with some boys that you have some history with. We all came up from the ranks together, played hockey together. It only makes sense that when we're in the East, we represent Easterns and jam some good hockey.
So cue the Slothville. We are in the second chukker with 5 minutes to go. There is 35 minutes left in this game to play, with obviously the breaks taking into effect. The next game will be at 2 o'clock with the Western Province boys taking on Northern's Blues in that third, fourth playoff. So there's a little bit of time before your boys take the field. We see Coastals on the counter attack now, moving the ball really, really nicely, trying to just get around that Eastern's defence. Great pull inside with a great tackle, puts it on the foot by Tane Chard.
Definitely having a storm of a tournament, Tane. He's been a real workhorse. Very talented hockey player.
Jan willing to leave everything on the field every time.
Exactly, as you must, as you must. I mean, it's the last game of tournament. You don't want to go home with your head down. This is where it's an opportunity to at least end off on a high and then enjoy the beers afterwards.
It's a good ball played out wide to Kaunari. Beats the man inside, puts it into the circle. Played out well by the Coastals captain.
Well recovered by Tane. Connecting with Dollar Bills. Three of the midfielders right there connecting.
It's a free hit won by Easton's just on the outside of the circle.
Our very own Tito Titus there transferring around the back.
Good patience shown. Now they've earned the right to go forward. Plays it all the way into the corner. Drops it back. Little touch. Gets it inside.
What a
shot.
hit by Tane.
What a finish that is.
And the signature celebrations in the corner.
Bavu, do you want to talk us through that replay?
Definitely. Rather fortuitously won there at the top of the circle. Great aerial. Free hit. Yeah, way too powerful for the keeper to save. Great goal. Well taken by Tane. Didn't even have to wait for anyone to warn him to take the shot there.
Yeah, and that brings both teams level, 1 goal apiece, back to a stalemate here. It's anyone's game still. We've got 2 chukkers with just over 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play in this chukker.
Yeah, still a lot of hockey to be played. And as you can see, this match seems quite tight and very open. So anyone can make a decisive moment and seal the game for them.
Yeah, looking at who's back on the field, I see Grant's back on the field after taking that ball to the head. Good to see him back.
Might have a slight bruise there at Fines, but it's nice to know that the boys in Coastals are a bit tough.
Yeah, there's a big overhead thrown into the circle. Stopped by Ty Cameron, showing those cricket skills once again.
And a
big
great
roll.
outlet to the striker. Great connections there with the boys. Paul Daniel to Keegan Bilson. Fine Strubles on the flank. Bit of a 1-2 going on there. Oh, great hockey, great hockey. Paul Daniel putting his body on the line there.
You could say his life on the line.
I could
He
say
dived
his
straight
life.
at the keeper, so 100%.
He's right at his feet, and that, you know.
Short corner won by Easton's there. First one of the game for them.
Do you reckon they go to the same drag flick as yesterday, or do they switch it up today, as Coastals may have been watching?
I think we're looking at a bit of a variation here. We'll have to look at how many castles we have. Doesn't look like there's that many players setting up, so we'll have to just see what happens. Could be straight to first castle with a drag flick coming in. There's the injection, stopped at the top, drag flick by Kaunari, and wonderfully saved by the keeper there.
Yep. Kaunari signature flick, hard and low, and keeper read that well.
There's Ty Cameron on the ball, rolls it to Tristan Ely, plays it back in. Great defense by the Coastals players, plays it out on the halfway line. I'm sure Eastern will look to build this up once again from deep.
Definitely. Coastals has done well to relieve some pressure there.
Quick
Step
inside
up
ball.
their press. Recycling around the back.
Rolls it wide. Looking for that through ball. Great 45 ball, unfortunately, with a little leave there.
Unfortunately, no one read it there from the strikers, but yeah, Keegan Bilson, signature leave there. He likes to skip the ball, make sure that someone behind him reads it. Unfortunately, their strikers were stretching the field, so bit of a distance, but that's the end of the second chukka.
Yeah, big throw by Coastals there to end that chucker. In the first half, 1-all.
Hey, hey, can I get a hand?
So yeah, cue the Slothville. Such a beautiful place to play hockey here at Stanford Lake. Um, Heard over the week it's at 1,650 meters above sea level that the boys are playing. So some of these boys from the coastal areas are struggling a little bit with the altitude.
I think after a week of hockey, some of them have acclimatized, got themselves the bearings
Not
in order.
behind you.
But
Right,
yeah, you
defense.
can tell
Oh, keep
they've
your
had a
feet
long
on
week
the
of
mat,
hockey.
high step.
Yeah, for sure. So here's Coastals just inside the Eastern's half, looking for that go forward. Once again, moving that ball around really, really well, trying to stretch the field. It's a good hit forward. Great interception once again, but back to a Coastals player.
Great interception there by Ty Cameron.
Good quick ball, played out wide. Good pickup.
Peter Roos on the attack. Great ball, just unfortunately
Yeah,
Jazza ran across and the ball came in as he was running across.
Time. Stay on
yeah.
it.
So it's great to be playing in all these different locations. I think
Ty, if you
guys
can,
don't realize where Astros are. I know they're popping up more and more around the country.
Yeah.
So there's more and more places we can go to tournaments like this.
Exactly, and there's some beautiful venues. I know the ladies, like as you mentioned, are going to George. My first tournament was at George, and what a view! I think those early morning games where you can just overlook the mountains and see the sun set behind the mountains. It's just going to be amazing. So I hope the ladies really take it all in and enjoy the area. I know we've enjoyed Stanford Lake, amazing hosts, great scenery, beautiful school, beautiful turf.
Yeah, what a place to actually play the game and be involved in the game of hockey. And we've seen that amongst all the teams. They've had opportunity to do so much and be involved in so much while they've been here. And it just shows how Stanford Lake has and the LOC has actually set up everything for the teams.
Definitely, definitely. Great organization, I think. A well-run tournament this year. It's been amazing.
So there's a Coastals ball just inside their half.
Great job by Peter Roos getting frontal there.
There comes the overhead, big throw, touched by Josh Brains, rolls out the baseline for a long corner to Coastals.
He did well to get under it because, I mean, if he didn't, the Coastals player was right behind him who would have had free reign to receive that and have a shot basically inside the D. So, yeah, good to own the space there by Josh. Great clearance there by Tide Nzimande.
Yeah, I think all the boys are playing good hockey this week. They've stepped up. They know what their role is. They've worked to their role, and hasn't always gone their way, but have definitely done it. I think both these sides have done that really well.
Yeah, that's true. And at this stage of the tournament, it's smart hockey that's going to win you games. The legs start getting a little exhausted, so you have to manage the legs, play the smart pass, and let the ball do the work. And I think both these teams are trying to exemplify that. We've seen that with the long balls. We've seen that with the patient transfers around the back.
See, Coastals have reverted to a high press now, putting pressure on every player in the back line now.
True, we're seeing LT there transferring from basically behind the P spot, which is never ideal because any mistake there is a shorty. But I think he managed that well.
Yeah, mistrap there. Coastals have an attacking setup on the edge of the 23 with a long corner. There's the former Easton's boy on the ball, Cody Forster, looking to see what he can do with the ball. Drops it out, mistrap. Let's see if 14's got the legs to get there. No, he doesn't. Easton's now get the attacking opportunity from the sideline.
Yeah, rather patient build-up. I think Jared Apple could have definitely picked that ball up and tested the defense a little, but opting to wait for players to come in and support and help him out.
Yeah, there's the Route 1 ball again, off the foot, lifted. Come back for that foot.
Bit of a squash swat there out of play.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of cricket skills in this hockey tournament. Well, cricket, squash. I know a lot of the players are multidisciplinary in terms of they play multiple sports, and it all helps them on the hockey field.
Oh, try to drive that one straight in. Go Route 1, crash ball into the circle. Oh,
Great tackle there by Tain Chard.
Players are a bit sore. Good shift play. Great pick up by the number 2 from Coastals there.
A lot of double turnovers.
Here's the counter attack. Great tackle there.
LT.
What a block tackle. Now the game is on again. Can move the ball.
I think he's really pushing Ty there for one of the best defenders in the tournament. I think he's been having a great tournament. Oh,
yeah.
Great layoff there by the Honorable Madisha. Great one-time slap there through to Paul Chappell by Jonathan, and he's been doing well.
Yeah, that build-up's working nicely. Players are moving the ball. Ball played into the circle, played across, and a great effort there. Just goes wide.
A couple of centimeters right of the post, unfortunately, but a great touch there. You can see the idea was just to creep it in under the keeper's pads there.
There's the big aerial once again. Picked up by Tristan. Turns back inside. Rolls the ball, a little bobbly.
I think given the heat, the turf is drying up, so it might make players a bit smarter with their passes, give it a little bit more oomph now.
Yeah.
Good recycling there from the Easton's boys.
So there's good ball played down the line. Acres of space to play with. Rolls at 45 towards the circle. And then played out safely by the Coastals defender.
They're getting very frontals, making it hard for our strikers to pick up the ball. just getting in front of the man, looking for that long ball down the line to the strikers, and then trying to cut it out. So good defending from Coastals. I think our boys just need to make sure that they step ahead or get close so that once they make that lead, they are ahead of the defender.
Yeah, so I've asked all the players who've come in onto commentary with myself, how do you feel the live stream has helped you guys prepare for these games?
Yeah, the live stream has been amazing. It's really helped us a lot. Great save there by Jackie. Or is that Jacob Groenewald there in goals?
That is Jacob back in the goals.
Nice. Yeah, the live streams have been phenomenal. As I mentioned yesterday on commentary, we do go back, watch the games, analyze them, and see what we could have done better. We call them the hate watch, but it's not much hate. It's just a tactical analysis going on, and the boys do appreciate them. We project them. Boys are watching on their phones, the laptops, tablets, um, and just analyzing their games and watching the opposition and seeing how they prep. So they've been very beneficial, and I think much needed when each team doesn't have their own dedicated video analysis. So you know, great chuck there, received by Paul Daniel in the box, again putting his body on the line, earning those roasties.
Yeah, I think once again, big thanks to Astro Action and Darren Fowler for the effort that they've all put in. Darren's been standing on the next to the Astro whole tournament, just taking photos of everyone, making sure everyone gets their action photos.
Exactly, I can't wait to post some action shots there and look good good for the gram. Do it for the gram, as the kids say.
Yeah, you've got to keep the sponsor happy from time to time.
True, true, true. But yeah, the
Well, there's a turnover by Coastals. Cody Forster, great save there
great
by the
smother
keeper,
by Jacob.
and he's up again, diving for the next save, even though it was wide, putting his body on the line,
That's
making sure he covers off that post.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal goalkeeping there, trying to keep the score line tight, not allowing them to score on us. Seems he might have injured himself on that last dive.
I think that dive may have just taken the wind out of him.
True, true.
And that's something that's so great to see. You see the players coming up and just giving him a hug, making sure he's okay. You can see the umpire having a bit of a giggle there.
There's the thumbs up there of approval,
Yeah,
catching his breath. And I think
looking
he'll
at
be
him,
good to
he's
go.
probably landed a bit heavily on the stomach or the area no one wants to land on.
Oh, okay, it's theirs, it's theirs. Watch. Okay, get five. Okay, Johnny, you there? Got Peachy, George. Max, take him. Your horse at the top there. Oh, cheers, man. Go, John. Go. Oh, who's that? Okay, Josh, behind you, two still sitting.
Unfortunate on the counter there. Seems there was a miscommunication with the strikers. Dan Kutato was running on the inside, ball was played on the outside. But they've set up the press. Coastal's looking to gain some ground. Great hands there. Beating two of the players. Great turnover there by Easton's.
Always so willing to just recycle that ball and get the setup up again and make sure that they're ready to go once more. Good pass inside. Plays a man back out wide. And there we go. Recycle once again.
You really have to be patient on the turf. You can't get frustrated from your teammates. You got to understand that there needs to be some slow build up at times, and there are times to go quickly. And yeah, the boys have do well to recycle, be patient, and gain some ground.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a stick check. Ball's played quickly through. Great counter cover by the Coastals player there. Plays it out wide. Roll it again. Bit of a soft ball picked up by Tito Tatis. And now they look to go from there. Ball's played inside to the weekend. And unfortunately mistrap and onto the foot. It's just under 4 minutes left in this third chukka. Score still 1-1.
Great there by Tristan to get under the ball on that overhead. Great communication with LT as well. I think the boys have understood now their roles when receiving the overhead and who's going to get under it and who's going to receive it first and when to give space. Ooh, a little bit high there, unfortunately.
Yeah, Coastals are using that overhead a large amount in this game, making sure that it goes closer to their players, closer to where they want it, and just getting that territory.
Yeah, it's an effective way to gain some ground and also put the defenders under pressure. You know, it's very nerve-wracking to receive that overhead, knowing that you're in the D and you have to make something happen once it's landed, and keeps the defenders honest. So it's an effective tool. I think you just have to be strategic of when you use it and when not to use it.
Yeah, and when you've got players who can throw 50, 60 meter overheads, it's a definite advantage.
Definitely.
So they're good steady play by the Easterns boys, building up, driving forward now, looking for the gap. Great composure shown, plays it onto the foot, gets the free hit. Great build-up play.
Speaking of overheads, we had our own Mr. Miyagi last year who could throw D to D, Dave Fink, and he's mastered the craft of an overhead.
Yeah, I think most people would have seen Dave Fink's overhead in the Masters World Cup, where he threw it D to D, and Gavin Jelly picked it up in the D and put it in the back of the net on the first touch. So that's an incredible player to have on your side.
Two veterans of the game, they're connecting well. Look forward to the Masters World Cup. I think it'll be a great watch there, and something to look forward to from some of the CDs players as they age up in the years.
Yeah, we are lucky enough to have a few players who are still playing Masters and CDs. I know Chof van Staden, who's playing in the final a little bit later, is going to Masters World Cup as well after this.
True. Our very own coach, Kyle Cameron, will also be making his way. He's done some intense preparation to make sure that he's ready to get there.
Yeah, and then Kulu from Northern's Blues is going as the manager of that side. So it's really good to see them all going. I know Alan Wells, the Western Province coach, is going as the captain of the over 50s team to the World Cup this year.
Very impressive. I hope to be playing hockey at over 50.
Oh, for sure, me too.
I hope the legs are strong enough to hold me through then. But yeah, Masters is definitely something I look forward to as I age up in the years and the body starts slowing down a little. It's nice to know that hockey doesn't end for you.
Yeah, I mean, even in the Cape, they've got a league that is set up just for their Grandmasters and their Masters. So they play in a league of its own.
Great run by Dan Kutata.
Oh, great little jab there to get out of danger by the Coastals player.
Definitely. One back by Culinary. Took a bit of a tumble.
Good turn on the player. Plays it inside to Jared Apple. Tries to go through the man. Gets it back. Plays it inside now. And there's the clearance once again.
Great way to relieve pressure. Clear it out of danger. And then you can set up again. Some great defending there from Coastals. I mean, it seemed like it was going to be a goal at some point.
Oh, we've got another former Easterns player joining us all the way from the Netherlands here in the chat. Yubi has joined us.
Oh, Yubadra, it's nice of you to join. Nice of you to support the boys all the way in the Netherlands. I hope you'll be watching the SA boys when Masters comes around. Link up with the coach, Kyle Cameron.
That brings us to the end of the third chukka, still at 1-1. And before we go to an ad break, Bavu, Paki says you won't have an Achilles left when you're 50.
Innovation has a new face. Actually, it has 7. Welcome to the new Photon South Africa crew. Different lives, different goals, different roads. One common destination. Success. The future is here. Are you ready?
Jacob, stay in the front. Come on, reach.
And we're back for this final quarter of this game. Scores are level at 1-1. Coastal's on the attack already. Archlight Storm, we love that you're supporting your team. Keep it up. Let them know you're supporting them. They can feel it from there. And Bavel, Yubi says you'll be fine when you're 50. Your Achilles will be okay.
At least someone has faith. Thank you, Yubi. I really appreciate that. Hope to be back stronger than ever. We'll definitely be making sure that rehab is done correctly.
So there's a double turnover again. Coastals play the ball into the box.
Great clearance there by Jackie in goals.
Yeah, gets it onto the foot and gets the free hit there.
I know the players sitting on the sides and the spectators back home would really like an 8 seconds, but Tim, well, how do you feel about 8 seconds? Do you think we should take the risk, see the game out, or go throw everything against the wall and see what sticks?
So from a viewership side, an 8 seconds is always great to watch, but from a player's perspective, no one wants to go into that.
No one wants to go.
They want to finish the game during the time, so that is what they're both looking for now. They're both pushing for that next goal and hoping for the best. There's a bit of the camaraderie again. Give them a little cuddle on the field.
Great sportsmanship there displayed.
So Archlight, when did you play your last CDs tournament, or did you just play Coastals in other tournaments? See the boys working the ball around the back there.
Manipulating the press well there, sucking them in, hopefully to release some space behind.
Yeah, Coastals have gone back to that three-quarter press, giving the eastern side a bit of space to work. Now they step up that press, go into an almost full press with one man out of the line. But then again, you break that press, you give away that gap that's just been exploited now.
Great connections there by Kalinari and Kean Bilson. Just working the ball, keeping possession, making sure it's not lost. Honorable Madisha, unfortunately the bobble there just landing onto his foot.
So even the comments are saying, let's finish it during the game. They want this game put to bed, but that is from a Coastal's perspective.
And unfortunately a shorty conceded.
So a bit of a stick check there. I think Coastals will stick to tried and tested here. Go straight to first castle with the drag flick from number 13, Grant.
It's nice to know that the spectators back home also want to see this won cleanly within the 60 minutes, no shootouts. I can definitely get behind that.
So we've got Archlight watching, who is Elsa's son. So he last played in 2022. So that's a family affair there.
it's nice to watch, have family members picking up the sport and everyone, sharing the same love and passion for the game.
Yeah, so there was an early break there. Player must go back. Easton's have to defend the short corner with only 3 runners and the keeper. Great save there
Great save by Jason
Jackie.
Robertson. Second phase goes wide.
What a
Well defended.
great save once again. That second save is always the toughest for a keeper.
Well defended, considering with the man down there in the PCD. They've done well. They've done well to defend their box.
Yeah, so there's the setup on the 23 for the long corner. Grant plays it back, puts it into the gap. There's the turnover. Tired is working really, really hard with Honourable Madisha on the ball. Gives it up to Keegan Bilson.
What great space there.
Keegan
Released
Bilson
him.
plays it wide to
Paul Chapelli.
Plays it into the circle, puts it across.
What a great goal by Struvel's Buerta. That was phenomenal play there from a long corner turned over.
Let's hope I press the button in time to get that replay. We'll get Bavu to talk us through this replay.
What a great goal. I'd love to chat you through this, Tim. From great ball there by Keegan Bilson to Paul Chapeli. Across the face of goals. Struvel's at the P spot. Easy tap in. Keeper couldn't shuffle across in time. An amazing work team goal. Those are the type of goals we aim to score. The connection plays between the players. The more passes, the better it looks. It's what we call sexy hockey.
Yeah, 100%. And that takes the score to 2-1 to Easton's. We've got just under 9 + 1 minutes to play.
I see you're a student of the game of life there, Tim. Don't want you to see you doing push-ups here in the commentary box.
No, that is not something I try and do. Joe spent an entire game trying to get me to do it.
I think I still owe from yesterday. The boys were counting during the hate watch, and they had counted about 60 that I owe them, and they will be cashed in eventually.
One day, once that Achilles is back, I'm sure they will cash those in.
The boys don't wait. They opt for sit-ups. They don't bank.
They don't bank. Great clearance there by Josh. Short corner's been awarded. Umpire said it's come off the body. So short corner to Coastals here once again. Ross Paulett has just joined in, saying, "Come on, Easterns."
It's nice to know that the Eastern supporters in the chat. Let's get some Easterns in the chat. I'm sure the boys on the watch back would love to read the comments and see who was supporting Easterns, who's supporting Coastals. So show your allegiance in the chat, and we'll be much appreciated.
There's the injection, the stop, the flick, and a re-award of that short corner played onto the foot. Sorry to interrupt you there, Bavu. Thought we'd give them a play-by-play.
No worries, Tim. I think the action is what's most important. It's what we got to focus on.
Yeah, and we know we can talk a bit of nonsense in the commentary box, but they're not here for us. They're here for those men on the field.
Definitely.
Umpire's having a bit of a chat, asking about what's happening. Overturned second short corner. Ball was too high. So now it is a 16 to the Eastern Gauteng boys. Maddie G saying Struble is the GOAT. First tournament and he's getting called GOAT already.
Yeah, Struble has been phenomenal. I'm hoping that next year his shoulder's up to scratch and he'll be adding more goals in the goal box.
Yeah, I must say it's been fantastic playing with him this season. The energy he brings and the skill that he brings to the field is also phenomenal.
Definitely. I've had the pleasure of watching him and playing against him. I don't want to be a defender who has to defend Strubles. He's deceptively quick and he's got great skill, great hands, great aerials.
And those long levers make him get in and behind the defense and just get that little touch on the ball.
Exactly. Great interception there by Ty Cameron.
Here's Jess Ely's just joined the chat. Your little "let's have the Easterns" fans in the comments must have worked. So Coastals fans, let's see if you're out there as well. We can't just be one-sided here in the com box. Patient play there from the Easterns boys, just moving it back and forth. There's the opening they were looking for.
Great one touch down the line.
That little one touch down the line is lethal at times.
True. The Limpopo boys were just giving some props to Tide about his one touch down the line, and there was an attempt by the Limpopo opposition to try it out, and it went straight out. So, you've got to spend some years practicing it, and Tide has perfected it.
There's poor Daniel Chapelli on the floor once again.
Great overhead there to the striker. Picked up by Jared Apple, connecting with the Honorable Medisha.
Throws his own overhead there. Flailing arms at the ball. Mistrap. Now the turn and go. Little Bulamakisi there from the player.
Coastals on the counter. Coastals are, I must say, they're very deadly on the counter, and then considering this is the final stages of the tournament, where defenders' legs are a little bit exhausted, it really catches the opposition out. Great hit in there. I'm not sure if that was saved or if it went wide.
It looks like it went wide there. It's 16 to the Easterns boys. Got some more Coastals fans on the chat now. It's great to have you with us. They are a goal down at the moment with just under 5.5 minutes left to play in this last chukker. Even this Coastal side has come on a long way from where they were a few years ago.
100%. They've improved year on year. And just a young fun fact for you there, Tim, but I used to be a Coastals boy myself, represented the Coastals under 21, and played most of my hockey down in Durban during my varsity years. So as much as I'm an Easterns boy through and through, it's nice to see that the Coastals boys have developed the CD side and have been coming up and definitely showing the skill down at the coast.
There's a comment once again coming in here for you from Daniel. Not sure what the rest of it is. HC3RE, let's go. Easterns, Bavu, you beast. Always a pleasure playing against you. And then Jess Hardwick, go Coastals.
Thank you, Dan. It's good to know that you're supporting the boys. Back the boys all the way. Easterns, only about 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes to see this through. Hopefully the boys can do this.
And then Jared Trompita. I missed that Bavu guy on the field. He seemed really cool.
Thanks, Jared. It's nice to know that you're supporting the East. It's nice to know that you're watching. Don't get in trouble with your boss.
Yeah, I think most guys who were at work throughout the week had that second screen set up. Luckily, it's a Saturday, so most guys are happy to be sitting on the couch watching the game now. Antoinette's just joined. Let's go Coastals. It's a tough game. This could go either way at the end. Easterns are leading 2-1 with just over 3.5 minutes left to play.
Yeah, I think the boys are going to throw everything. Coastals and Easterns. There's about 4 minutes, 3 minutes left. You've got to go for it at this point. You've got to try get that equalizing goal or see this game out.
Yeah, so there's Kaunari on the counter attack through to Jared Apple onto the foot. Still got the ball. Turns the player.
Looking for an outcome there.
Still got
Good
the ball
defending.
into the circle.
Looks for the hit. Well defended.
And there's the short corner. No, not the short corner.
Free
hit
hit
out.
out. A counter has been released.
Tristan Ely steps up
under
onto the ball.
Great reading of the game there by Tristan.
I did see a comment from Jess Ely there, shouting for the Easterns boys, supporting her brother.
Definitely. She's at every club game with her dad, Stuart, supporting Tristan. What a great hockey family.
There's a big chuck in again, stopped by LT.
Bit of a freshie there, but at least it was a bunt and there was no one around him. So
Yeah, no players around. Great ball. Mistrap by Quitata there.
great tracking there by Stroops, putting the pressure on the defender, forcing the error.
So there's good go forward here for the Easterns. Both players putting their hands up, asking to go to the bathroom. No, I'm joking. Just wanting to make sure that they five. We've got an umpire in the East who does that. You put your hand up, she goes, what, do you want to go to the bathroom?
I'm sure that the players are much appreciative of those comments.
Yeah, they love it, don't they?
It's nice when you can have a bit of banter with the umpires.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that also keeps me coming back. Is yes, there's some comments that are made, but it's all made in good faith. Oh, overhead.
Hooked there by Tide and Zimande. Hopefully he's not getting exhausted.
Great ball by Coastals. Good stop there by Tide once again. And he turns, plays the ball off the reverse stick, and the Coastals player plays it straight into his own man's foot.
A lot of double turnovers, and I'm thinking, you know, with this at this stage of the game, you don't want to be chasing the ball. You don't want to be turning the ball over so often, and otherwise you'd be chasing.
Yeah, Babu, if you'll just sign off for us so Darren can go and do man of the match
Sure,
after this game.
sure, Tim. It's been a pleasure having you here, and I've really appreciated the commentary opportunities and contributing to the streams. Good luck to Easterns. Hopefully they see it now in 50 seconds left of the game, and that's me signing off.
Perfect. Thanks, Bavu. So we've got Coastals dropping the ball deep, looking to make the counter attack once again, something they've been so notorious for all tournament. That pass just doesn't go to hand. You can see the wiser heads coming in here, just taking a slow walk to go and fetch the ball, just making sure that they do what they need to. So now there's the ball passed back to Titan Zamande, plays a short pass out to Keegan Bilson, looking to move it up the line, plays it inside, little skip pass from Porchapelli, picked up by Strubel Buerta, plays it onto the foot. There's seconds left here, ball's moved, boys are just going to run it into the corner, take the win. And there's the final whistle. So Eastern Gauteng win that one 2-1 and take the 5th place in the tournament, with Coastals taking the 6th place. And a comment from Robin here: the Rand may be weak, but the East Rand is strong. So once again, thank you for everyone who tuned in. Please stick around. We're going to cut across to Darren for our man of the match in this game.
Ek moet vinnig 'n battery change doen.
Ja, gaan weer man of the match interview doen.
Ek moet 'n battery change doen vir vandag.
Hoeveel is daar nog op die battery?
Hy flash rooi.
Baie vinnig.
Well, we've seen just an amazing game of hockey, but Easton's managed to pull it through. Keegan, you've won man of the match, so firstly, congratulations on that. Good way to end the tournament with a win.
Yeah, no, it was, we just arrived this morning, and the boys knew that we were here to play for a trophy, so we left everything out here on the field. Now we can go and enjoy on the outside.
Yeah, and things are heating up, obviously, for our bronze medal match coming up. Having said that, you guys won a silver back at 2024, I think it was, and you guys got to go back to the drawing board, come back, because there's amazing skill in the side, and you guys gel together. Perhaps, some of the previous games just didn't go your way, but the skill is there, and Easton's is really building some positive and playing some positive hockey. Really good skill from you guys.
Yeah, I think that next year Easton's definitely will be stronger side, and we will in the final next year. So, just a big thank you to all the support we've been receiving from the Easton's family back at home. We've been watching the feedback from there, and yeah, it means a lot to us. So thanks, guys. Thanks for everything.
Thank you, Keegan.
Thank you.
Innovation has a new face. Actually, it has 7. Welcome to the new Photon South Africa crew. Different lives, different goals, different roads. One common destination. Success. The future is here. Are you ready?
Moet ik weer anders of?
En maar net so oomblikie. Dit is nog so 20 minute. Die volgende game begin 2, so ek dink ek kan 'n bietjie afsluit.